Alright people, I'm back with another video. I know this isn't one of my bigger tanks, but this is a tank that I got and I was actually allowed to put in the living room, not in the man cave. I still have a lot of work to do to the stand and everything, but it was get it off my floor or get it out of my house type stuff. So I hurried up, I built me a stand. I used PVC for the bottom instead of wood or anything, so if water comes down it'll never swell. And I try to make every tank different. So this time I went white sand, which I already have that in my 180. But I love it because it's brighter than gravel when it lights up the whole room instead of it being a dark, dingy looking fish tank. And as you can see, I already have a red-tailed catfish in it. I've had this tank about 2 weeks. First week was getting the stand already. Second week was putting water in it, trying to clean it. I still haven't scrubbed the glass very good on it or anything, but I got a good deal on it. So I had to get the fish tank when I wasn't supposed to have any more tanks. But I went ahead and got it. I've been putting a lot of work into it. I'm still not done with the stand. I got to wrap it and trim it out. I actually have my first wet dry that I'm very excited about. I have the UV lights and everything to go with it. I've never had a saltwater tank. I've never done wet dry. So I'm a little nervous about it. I've got to get my overflow and everything still for it. I actually have another wet and dry for my 250 in the bedroom. I purchased 2 of them. And anyways, I wanted to do a whole different landscape with this tank instead of my other tanks. I have the fake coral and everything in my other tanks or nothing. So this one I wanted to go with the rock coral in it, and it's the bacteria beneficial, everything to it's going to be great. I love the purple. They say it doesn't turn green like the white rock. I have a lot of white live rock, but I hate the way it looks after you put it in there for a while. And here's another tank I got right before I got this one. This one was going to be my first saltwater tank, my bio flat trimless. That's what I got the wet dry for and everything, but I had to put this one off when I got this one. So this one right here, it was just too big just to leave around, so I had to get it set up. And really, I have another red-tailed catfish in this 20-gallon, and I'm going to put him in the tank that I took this red-tailed catfish out of, my 60 tall that's in my bedroom. He's almost white. That's why he's not platinum, but when I seen him, I had to get him. I know I didn't need another catfish, but I had to have him when I seen him. I went in to buy goldfish to feed my Pac-Man frog, and when I seen him, I told the lady, "Oh, no, you didn't." And she said, "What?" I said, "Why did you have to let me see that fish?" Because then I had to go home and get the money and come right back. So I got him in there, but he's actually going in my 60-gallon that I just took him out of. But what I actually have is my surprise fish. I know y'all hopefully have seen my red-tail video of my red-tailed catfish, which I can't show you this time because my man cave's full of my son's furniture. He's moving, so I had to help him store it in that room. So I'm showing you my other tanks today and my new ones that I'm very excited about. And I actually have another fish in my 60-gallon that I'm going to put in here. This is the whole reason we're doing the video, that I'm almost as excited about as my red tail. He's my second favorite fish. And I'm going to go try to catch him. He's a little faster than my red tail, so it might take a minute. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back with my new fish. I'll let you see him. Alright. Alright, there it is. My shovelnose catfish. He has been a booger. He's eaten about $50 worth of other fish. He ate another shovelnose catfish that I bought the same time with him. I woke up about a month later and the other one was hanging out of his mouth. He ate 2 other catfish that I bought. And as you can see, if you look him in the eyes, he's a beady-eyed little mean booger. He gets mean when I even look at him. He starts shaking and wiggling. But he's my new second favorite fish, man. He's pretty cool. It took a while to get him off feeders because I was scared of ick with the feeders, but I got him on shrimp and tilapia now, and I'm really happy. Like I said, I had 2 of them because I love them to death. But the other one was just a treat, I guess. It didn't grow as fast as the other one. I was very, very, very upset. But I just set this tank up. I put old filters in it to cycle the tank. I put 2 goldfish in here probably 4 days ago to help cycle the tank. The rock, everything, I'm hoping nothing should go bad. Everything should go great. I'm nervous. very nervous about putting any fish in a first setup tank. Any professional fish person knows what I'm talking about, because it's rough. But I took old filters, as you can see, there's stuff on the sand. I didn't even clean the filters. I just stuck them in there. That way everything would go great. Because I really love this fish right here. If anything happens to him, I'm going to be upset. Because I don't know what town y'all live in. Because I watch these videos of y'all in Ohio and Michigan and everywhere else. And y'all have these magical fish stores that you walk in and there's rows of fish and cichlids and Africans and South American. You go to the stores where I'm from, there's 10 fish tanks and half of them are empty. And there might be 2 dead fish floating in 3 of them. It's bad, man. Trying to find fish where I live, hard. So for me to score a fish like that really excites me and stuff. And I really mean it. I watch these videos and I'm like, where do y'all find these fish stores at? Because I travel from here to an hour away from my house every weekend, just checking out all the new fish stores, see what's new and what's hot and what's popping. But man, it makes me want to open a fish store. My first job was PetSmart when I was 18. I worked in aquatics. I was the fish guy. That's what got me into this hobby. My first fish tank was 180 gallons. So I've been addicted ever since. But PetSmart that I worked out, it's an empty parking lot now. No one, it looks like it's closing down. It's sad. Pet Supermarket is the only place I can find a fish right now worth buying. I bought every fish y'all have seen lately from one of the pet supermarkets around my town. So heads up on the Pet Supermarket. Thank you for finally having a store that has some decent fish. But I know most people don't need these fish because they ain't going to do what I'm doing, go get all these big tanks to take care of them. I'm actually going to do my pond and everything else. So you have to be responsible when you're getting these fish too. Well, I'm going to get off my fish for a second because I've told you I have a lot of turtles too that I've never let y'all see. Right here, I put a little red belly slider. As you can see, he's got a nice little red belly on him. I've never had a red belly before, and he's got a beautiful little yellow and green design on top. I really like that. So I purchased him. I've got him in here by himself with the heater until he gets a little bigger and stronger to go with my other turtles. And then in this one, I got Koopa. I purchased him too. That's my little snapping turtle. He's my little buddy. He's a little mean. I call him Trigger because he snaps so fast on something when he gets it. He just nails it so fast. Actually, I want to put him back before he nails my finger because it shoots off like a bullet. That's my new little buddy Koopa. I had bad experiences at a pet store I bought snapping turtles from before. I bought 2 and they actually passed away, so I was very upset. And I didn't get turtles for a while. But I got this one from the flea market, and I know people say don't get turtles from the flea market, but this little booger's doing good. He'll eat as much tilapia as he is big. He's doing very great, and I'm very excited about him doing good after my bad experience with the last one. But I know it wasn't my fault because I know my turtles. I have several of them. Alright, I guess we'll take a trip out into this Florida heat. And there's my red devil. I had to take him out when I put my big red-tailed catfish in my 250 gallon because he kept pecking at him a little bit and everything. And as I told you in that video, I like my red-tailed catfish more than him, but I didn't get rid of him. I gave him his own little tank. He's happy. I've tried to put other fish in there with him. He's killed every one of them. He's killed. So I guess he just wants to be alone. All right, excuse the mess back here. As you can see, fish tank stuff everywhere. In here, here's one of my big females. These are my Florida soft-shell turtles. I've had them since they were big as a quarter. I have 7 of them in here. This is my female. And as you can see, she's big and untouched. One thing you might learn if you ever have soft-shell turtles, they don't like each other. They will bite each other and tear each other up. There's 7 of them in here. I'll show you. You can't see them because they bury themselves. But I know there's one in here. Look at that. Look at the back of a shell. I'm fixing to build a bigger pond for them so they'll quit doing this to each other. I've separated 3 of them already. So they're not all in here, but they've never bit me or nothing struck at me. I think that's very amazing. I've had them since they were babies. I don't know if that's why. But man, soft-shell turtles that I catch in the wild to try to tear you up. But them ones right there have never done anything to me. I have a map turtle in here somewhere. Where'd he go? Here's my little buddy right here. I got him from the same flea market when he was as big as a quarter. And he's doing way better. He's my little buddy, man. He's always out sunning, swimming. When I change the water, he wants to swim in it and have fun. He's always like in a good mood, I've noticed. And then I have, where's Big Boy at? Oh, he's hiding. There's my African side neck turtle. He's a big boy. I really love the design on his skin. All the little polka dots and freckles everywhere. I think he's really neat. I love the design on him. He really don't bother nobody. He sticks to himself. He's bigger than everybody, but he don't mess with nobody. So I leave him in here with everybody. Like I said, there's all my center blocks. I'm not lying. I'm gonna do a pond, but I'm probably gonna move next year. So I really don't know if I'm gonna start it or wait till I move. Hopefully I gotta do something before my red-tailed catfish gets too big. But as you can see, I've been taking care of all my animals every Saturday and Sunday. When Romeo comes over, I get up while he's sleeping and come clean and change and take care of everybody, water changes, do my thing. I'm not going to try to get too many more pets. I'm going to try to keep what I got and just take care of them and upsize everything. I'm not getting any more fish tanks. I'm just going to get rid of my smaller ones and get bigger ones. So that way I still have the same amount, just bigger fish tanks. And once again, it was great seeing you guys here in Florida. It's hot as hell, and I'm working this shit all week. So I'm going to go back in the house, relax, maybe watch some more movies. I appreciate you watching me. Stay tuned. Later.